Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, June 6th, 2022, is from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 9, verses 27 through 31. And as Jesus passed on from there, 2 blind men followed him, crying aloud, "Have mercy on us, Son of David." When he entered the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus said to them, "Do you believe that I am able to do this?" And they said to him, "Yes, Lord." Then he touched their eyes, saying, "According to your faith, be it done for you." And their eyes were opened, and Jesus sternly warned them, "See that no one knows about it." But they went away and spread his fame through all that district. In our devotion for today, Matthew presents us with 2 blind men for Jesus to heal. Why 2? Wouldn't 1 blind man be sufficient for the miracle to be amazing and miraculous? Well, of course, the healing of 1 blind man or woman would be amazing and miraculous all by itself. But that's not the only factor to consider in Matthew's reporting of this healing. The reason 2 blind men are presented in this healing story is that there were actually, really, 2 blind men present at that moment whom Jesus healed. In other words, the mention of 2 blind men actually adds credibility to the story of the healing being a true event. The Bible's credibility is also being questioned by those of the world who desire to silence and steal it away from its followers, so that they will put their trust not in the Bible, but in the culture that surrounds them and the values taught by that culture. They do not want the Bible shaping the values of the culture. Rather, they want to discredit the Bible so people believe in what the world says is right and what is wrong, what is just and what is not. And what am I speaking of when I say the world? I'm speaking of the spiritual evil that influences the hearts of humanity into believing that they are equal to or greater than God. It is the evil that has tempted mankind from the beginning, that first reared its head as a serpent in the Garden of Eden. It's an evil known as Satan or as the devil. So when the Bible gets specific in a story, like there were 2 blind men or there were 10 lepers, the specificity lends credibility to the reality of the story. As you read the scriptures, I hope you are doing, which I hope you are doing in addition to watching these video devotions, try to be aware of those times when the author gives you something specific. And then ask yourself why the author includes that particular piece of information. In the case for our devotion for today, 2 blind men traveling together makes sense. Jesus sent his disciples out 2 by 2 for mutual support and protection, so why wouldn't others travel 2 by 2? Jesus sent his disciples out 2 by 2 so that if one fell, another could help him up, so that they could also fight off animals together and dangers together. Why wouldn't blind men do the same? Additionally, even lepers formed communities. No one likes to be alone in this life. It's always nice to have someone else to share our burdens and our joys. So it seems perfectly reasonable that 2 blind men would be traveling together. Jesus asked the 2 blind men if they believe he can heal them. In other words, do they have faith in him? And they say yes. They have faith. They believe in his ability to heal him. And so Jesus responds by saying, "According to your faith, be it done to you." According to your faith, be it done to you. If they didn't really have faith in Jesus' ability to heal them, I doubt they would have been healed. But they did have faith. They were telling the truth. They did believe, and they were healed. This is something very important for us to understand. Jesus' miraculous works worked best among those who had faith in him and his power and his authority, those who believed he could do it. In his hometown of Nazareth, Jesus could barely heal anyone because they did not believe in him. They did not see beyond what they thought they knew of him when he grew up. The world today tells us not to believe in Jesus. It tells us that our faith is superstition. It tells us that there is no devil or no hell, no need to seek the forgiveness of God, because it says God doesn't even exist. We must be on guard against this kind of influence, which could damage Jesus' full ability to work in our life, whether it is for our own well-being and healing or for those whom we pray for each day. We must believe and trust that Jesus is fully able, fully capable to do the amazing and miraculous things we ask him to do in prayer. Go in peace, serve the Lord.